Hey all, welcome to Geek Freaks. I am Frank, and I'm joined by Kevin.
Hey,
And today we have a lot to talk about, but we're going to be starting off with our pick three. These are things we put up on Twitter and Instagram and all those fun places, and people pick their favorite three. And in this specific case, we're going with the three X-Men you choose to fight the other X-Men. All right, so Kevin, let's start with you, man. What three are you picking out of this list?
so my only experience with X-Men is the 90s cartoon, and I was a kid when I watched it, so I don't know very much about the characters outside of Wolverine. Um, so I'm going with the three favorites of mine that are on here. So I'm gonna pick Gambit is my favorite X-Men, so Gambit's
Oh, me
number
too.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, heck yeah. Gambit number one, Nightcrawler, because in the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo game, Nightcrawler was the most fun to play. He
You
could
might be
warp through
picking my
walls
team
back
right
and
now,
forth.
bro.
It's the third one that I think is going to throw it off because my
Okay.
third one in the movies, I remember not liking this. I remember not liking Cyclops, but in
Okay.
the games and in the cartoon, he was one of my favorites. So Nightcrawler, Cyclops, and Gambit. That
I've
would be my three.
I share your opinion on Cyclops so much. In the movie, he was so irritating. And if you guys ever played like Capcom versus Marvel, Cyclops is awesome. You go
He's
Cyclops
badass.
Wolverine. Yeah.
His laser, basically Superman's laser.
Mm.
I think that they could go toe to toe if it wasn't for the fact that Scott, whatever his name
Scott
is
Lang.
a human. Scott,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a human. But
Yeah. Gambit, by the way, very underrated. He is awesome. So, I totally agree with you. There's a lot of action figures out there that I've kind of like, I'll ponder. Like, ooh, should I pull the trigger on this action figure of Gambit? I do have his Funko Pop, which is pretty cool, which is shows him like throwing a bunch of cards out.
that's badass.
Yeah.
As a kid, my brother and I used to run around. It pissed my mom off so bad. But we had so many decks of cards, and we'd just run around playing cards at
Yeah.
each other. Oh man, good times.
If you guys got a free moment, check out Pete Holmes' skit. He has the X-Men skits where he like fires X-Men. The Gambit one is my favorite one, of course, where Gambit has to justify the fact that he just throws things, and he's like, "I could throw anything, maybe a sandwich." It's just fantastic. Yeah. So basically, this three we've talked about this yesterday. It kind of comes down to who you actually think will win and who you just want to see fight. And so I think that the ones that I think everybody agrees with when we look on social media and stuff like that, everybody says Rogue is just gonna win. So if you have Rogue on your team, it's an easy win. Jean Grey is very powerful. This is specifically Jean Grey, not Phoenix. So you have that and Storm. So those three are like the powerhouse. But I want Wolverine, Gambit, and Nightcrawler because that would be awesome. You've got just these two kind of like Cajun boys, and then Nightcrawler who has his own little accent. Just the dialogue would be a lot of fun. And then I've always liked the idea of like you have Nightcrawler, he'll just like warp Wolverine right over something and just like come down, slashing and clawing right through it. Sounds like like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
But
I would love to hear that. Just the dichotomy of the Wolverine with the two Cajun boys, as you put it. That would be great.
yeah,
And there was so little of Gambit in the movies too. I would
yeah,
love to see this as like either live action or a cartoon fight. Just these three against all the other ones.
yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
And they keep trying to get Channing Tatum to play Gambit, but it keeps getting canceled. And then Disney steps in, so we'll see who actually becomes Gambit. But it needs to be made. How cool would it be to have a road trip movie with those three in an El Camino? It has to be an El Camino.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. That there's just so many possibilities for comedy
Yeah.
there.
So let us know, guys. We have the post still up on our social media. What three you would pick? Again, it's definitely Rogue. Everybody's picking Rogue to just win it all, which makes sense because earlier when we did the TikTok X-Men versus Avengers, and it was like, yeah, Rogue will beat the Avengers. So she's a little OP, and that's cool with me.